Decluttering? First, go to the unknown and then be extremely stingy. Hi, I'm Angel, and this is Done Imperfectly, the place where we battle perfection one project at a time, getting things done imperfectly. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so we can hang out together and get more projects done imperfectly. Today, we are going to do decluttering. Where do we begin with decluttering? I recommend the overlooked spaces. You know, the spaces that you walk by every single day and you have no idea what's in them? Well, that's my case today. I have 5 drawers that I have very little idea what's in them. I know there's some chargers and some cords and whatnot, but other than that, generally I have no idea what's in them. Now, I know what's in this drawer and I know what's in this drawer, so we're going to leave those be for today. What we're looking for is the overlooked space, the space that you want to be stingy with, the space that you want to claim back. You know what's in it. You are going to use this for something you like versus something you have no idea what's in it. What am I going to do with all of this overlooked stuff? I'm going to be ruthless. I am going to try to get as much of this out of my home as I possibly can. I've not looked at it in 6 months to a year, maybe even longer. I have no idea what's inside this drawer. I really honestly don't. So why am I concerned about keeping it? So I recommend before you get started, have a place to throw away anything you find that is discardable. Have a place to donate the items as you decide you want to donate, because if you touch it more than once, odds are that you're going to keep it. Now, you may run into the situation where, I don't know. For now, just put it back. With the zone cleaning system that I have in the Fly Lady series, I'll link it, I think it's on this side, I'll link it above here. Check out the zone cleaning series. We have decluttering every week. And so you will eventually get back to this. The point is to go through it, get rid of what you can, and then move on, and then revisit, and you'll make other decisions, I promise. Now, one of the things that I learned from the Clutterbug, Cass recommends having a container for cords and chargers. This is brilliant because the cords and chargers are in here, a space that I'm probably going to want more often than what I'm using. And if I put them in another location, in a bin that's clear and easy to see, my family will know where it is. How often do we really use these cords and chargers? They're for old equipment that we probably don't even use anymore. So for now, we're just going to stick those in this bin and toss them in the garage, and that way we have them should old equipment be used. So you have a good idea of where our starting point is. See if I can get the camera to see it. That drawer is fairly full, and I would like to have it almost empty. I would like to use this drawer for office supplies and school supplies. With all the remote learning and the remote work from home going on these days, having office supplies in this desk type area in my kitchen makes sense, because where are you going to go for office supplies? A desk area, right? So we are going to repurpose this area for our office/school supplies section, but we have to make room for it. So let's get started. I find it absolutely hilarious that this little piece of Christmas garland is in this drawer. So I'm gonna throw that one away. Okay, cords. Now with my cords, before I go saving them and just toss them in the drawer, I want to do a quick check to see if they're not frayed, because we all have way too many frayed cords and that can be dangerous. And so one of the things I want to do this year is get rid of as many frayed cords as I can. This does not fit any item that we are using at the moment, so we're going to put that in here. chargers. I have 3 boxes, and I'm pretty confident that this fits an iPhone 4 size charger. I really do, I'm not sure. So in this case, I'm gonna set this one aside and talk to my husband about it because I'm not sure we have any equipment going on with this. And if my husband says, no, we don't need it, I'm gonna put this in the donation bin because they're in the box, they're brand new, I'm just gonna donate it, okay? So I'm gonna put an area for my husband to check. I try not to throw away anything that my husband might use. I learned that many years ago when we were early married. I decided one day I was going to declutter his pants. He's a 34 length. He is super tall. Do you know how hard it is to find 34 length? We literally had to wash his pants every single day so he could have something to wear. So don't declutter someone else's stuff. Make sure that they have input before you just toss it. It's not a good idea, trust me. Okay, so I have another cord, and this is not anything that we are currently using. And like the other one, I do know it fits old equipment in the house, so I'm going to keep it because it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Okay. An old wallet. Everybody have old wallets sitting around that it's like, I don't know if I want to throw it away. Why do we do this to ourselves? There is nothing in here. Make sure there's no cash before I do so. There is nothing in here that I'm ever going to use. So, in this case, I am going to toss it. Okay, some other cords. I think this fits our some current equipment. I think it does. It looks like maybe speaker. I'm not sure. I'm not an IT person, but it's in good condition, so I'm going to keep it. Another small cord. Now, come on, companies. The companies that make this really, do you think we can do anything with this? We can't do anything with this. This is so tiny. I am going to talk to my husband about this just because it is so tiny. By the time you plug it in and get it into something else, I can't imagine. So just to make sure, this is going in the husband stack. Okay, this is a good one. Flashcards. So helpful. There are literally just 3 cards in this drawer. Please tell me this happens in your home. Please tell me it happens in your home. I'm going to toss this. Okay. A very old receipt. No, it's not a receipt. It is a daycare daily slip that they used to give us about different things that happened with this child during that day. It's dated 2013, November 2013, and it is 2021 as I'm recording this video, January. I see nothing on this that would be sentimental to me, so that one's going in the garbage. Please tell me that happens in your home. Okay, I have some kind of clip. I have no idea. It says a keeper's clip. I think it goes over the side of your purse to keep the keys up at the top. I've tried these before. They're really neat, but I never use them. So I think it's pretty good condition. I'm just going to donate it. I'm just going to give it away. Bless somebody else with it. Okay. I see that I have several Chuck E. Cheese pictures with my family. You know, the little sketch machines and the Chuck E. Cheese. And it's pictures of my children from 2006, 8, and my husband and I from 2003. So I'm going to, for now, I'm going to put it in in the area where all my pictures are. That's a whole other video series, but it would be best to have everything in one place, so when I decide to tackle that, I have it. So I'm going to set that right here for right now. A single glove. Please tell me this happens in your home. Explain to me why this is in my kitchen drawer. I have no idea. It's a larger size. It's not mine. I'm pretty sure it's not my husband. I'm going to assume that someone left it here, and because someone left it here, we just discarded it. I have stuff in here from 2003. There's no telling whose it is or how old it is. I'm just tossing it. Okay, I have some miscellaneous badges and lanyards from different events I've been to. There's really no need to keep it. So I'm going to toss this as well. Okay, an old business card that I have that I really do need. And I'm going to put this one with my business cards. Actually, what I'm really going to do is I'm going to log this into my phone because that's where I usually keep my business cards. But that's going to take a few minutes, and for this video, I'm just going to put it down. Okay, so we have a car bingo game. Oh, come on, guys, you've seen this. The bingo games that you play in your cars. You slide the little window back and forth. I love these things as a kid. They were so fun. I have no idea why they're in my kitchen cabinet. They really need to be with the car with the others. I don't know how I got in my kitchen cabinet, but there you go. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the garage stack because that's where the car is. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hand vacuum and vacuum out my drawer, and that way it's nice and clean when I put it away. We have an absolute clean drawer. I have no intention on putting any of that stuff back in. So we have drawer 1 done and ready to go back in. The feeling you get when there's a completely empty drawer that you can use for whatever you want, that you're really going to use on a daily basis, is amazing. It's okay to have an empty drawer. Totally okay. I plan on using it later. But for now, it can sit empty until I've got all the rest of these drawers gone through, and I can organize the school supplies / office supplies as needed through when I have time. There's no rush. It's ready to go. That is such a great feeling, and I want that feeling for you. Please take a moment, go through a drawer. So next up, I'm just going to take this to the proper locations, and I think we can consider this project done and perfectly. You have a wonderful day.